I know what I'm most excited for, and that is to head down south and get out of the cold, because I live in Maine and it's freezing there.
Yeah.
And but honestly, all the venues we're playing on this tour are so cool, like House of Blues is, all these big venues. So it's a real honor to like be able to play these kind of shows. And but I'm most excited to get to Florida. We're gonna go to Universal Studios, so I'm really excited for that. And then I'm really excited to go to Las Vegas because we're going to Vegas.
You stole mine.
Yours is Vegas?
Yeah, mine was Vegas.
You guys ready to do some crazy stuff in Vegas? You know.
I think it might happen.
You know what happens? Vegas stays Vegas.
Yeah.
I think Dave might lose like a couple $100.
No, it's definitely
Um, so today we kind of heard a set list with like a little bit of Worst Thing and Eyes to the Sun. Do you guys plan to play any new songs at all?
It's been talked about. We have one song right now called Black Art that we're gonna try like testing out, but we just haven't had a chance to like play it a lot. If we get some sound checks, we're gonna try that and then possibly integrate it into the set very soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know you guys have talked about this new financial thing with the Kickstarter and how amazing that was. Which is crazy. You guys made like double what you asked for.
It was awesome. Yeah, we have the best fans. Like everybody was so supportive, and it's really cool because this is really gonna be a CD for everybody. Like everybody, like put and they're investing in us, which is so cool.
Right. Yeah. So are you planning to like record that after this tour, or
Yeah. Well, after this tour, we have to write. We have, I would say, like 7 or 8 songs written right now, but we want to write like 20 and really just get the best songs possible. Definitely trying to hit the studio in April and release something for June or July.
And then will you tour with that album afterwards?
Yes.
Yes. Headlining?
Maybe.
That would be cool.
I like headlining. I like supporting too, because like you get exposure to a lot of more of like newer fans that aren't gay. But we definitely will be doing a headliner for sure.
Do you guys think you gained a lot of fans from the Noise tour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we only got 4 dates on it.
Right.
But the 4 dates that we did get, it was an awesome response.
Yeah.
And like we sold a ton of CDs, met a ton of cool people, and like it was great.
Yeah, the bands were great on that tour. You guys get to hang out with them.
Oh yeah, we broke down with like the last day we were on there. We broke down with Mayday Parade so hard because we've been friends with those guys for a while.
Yeah.
So we all sat out and like after the show on like this dock where all the buses were, and we were just like hanging out, eating cupcakes, which was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And talking about the 1% for like an hour, and I had no idea. It was
It was like 4 hours.
It was like 4 hours to just like bro down. And, like it was
That's
cool.
fun. So you guys usually try and like hang out with a lot of the bands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I know you guys said on stage tonight that you've toured with Drugs before. Are you guys kind of buddy with them?
That was kind of a joke.
Yeah, it was more of a joke.
That was more of a joke reference to drugs.
We don't
do drugs. I was just kind of a joke.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, wait.
We have played a show with Chiodas before.
Yeah.
But no, we've never toured with drugs.
And Craig and Toby have been conversating for a while.
Yeah.
We're all really excited to just hang out with all of those guys.
We interviewed them earlier. They seem really stoked for this tour, so I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, it's their first headliner, so it's really cool for them. They're stoked.
Yeah. So that was really nice for them to bring you guys out.
Yeah. It was awesome. We couldn't believe it. I mean, we really didn't have too much lined up, and then we got this, and it was just such a great
talk about how the joke of how Toby like called this.
Yeah.
We were at Warped Tour one day, and well, actually it was our day off on the Ludo tour, and we happened to be in the same place as Warped that day. Ended up, hanging out, drinking a little bit pretty much all day, and
drinking a little bit pretty much all day. A little bit all day.
A little bit all day. That's and Toby, by the end of the night, just decided that we'd seen Drugs as they were on Warped, and he was like, it'd be the best thing for us, man. We need to go on tour with Drugs. Like this needs to happen. And we're all just like, yeah, okay, like that's really ever gonna happen. And of course, 6 months later, he gets a call from Craig, and he's like, hey, I know we're talking about co-writing. Why don't you guys just come on tour with us?
That's awesome. So do you guys, even though we talked about co-writing, do you think you'll co-write or record with him maybe? Because he's kind of interesting.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do some writing with him this tour. That's like a big reason why I think we got brought on this tour. It's really cool. We're like, should we come to Michigan to you? Like, do you want to write some songs there? And he's like, how about I just take you guys on tour because we'll have way more time. We're like, yeah, that sounds awesome.
Exactly.
Like, obviously. So we're gonna write a few songs with him, and I'm really excited because we've never done a co-write before. So just to get his input and like see where he's coming from, it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah. Are you guys excited to like try anything new on the record?
Yeah.
Besides the co-writing?
Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be something different there. I think we're gonna try to take it like a little bit faster and kind of bring it back a little bit to our EP days.
I was just saying, at the end of the section, I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot you guys do some screaming a little bit there. And oh, okay.
So we might, see where that goes. Like, we've been just listening to a lot of music lately, just taking things.
Yeah, do you think you'll have any like influences on the record?
Yeah. I mean, for some reason, I've been on a Taking Back Sunday kick. And I've listened to them a ton when I was younger, and like all of a sudden again, I'm just like back to all the
right back into it. Yeah.
And we've been listening to Drugs a lot because I guess we're coming out with them, but we were listening to that before anyway. What else? What have you been listening to? You've been listening to?
I've listened to a lot of Transit.
Yeah, you've been listening to a lot of Transit.
Transit's great. I've recently got into them too.
Their new album is
So anything you guys want to
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be releasing this record independently, so check it out. Check out sparkstherescue.com. Add us on Twitter, Sparks to Alex,
Sparks the Dave.
Sparks to Dave. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, and also the Shorty Award thing going on right now. Have you guys heard about that? It's this Twitter
How they're
thing.
all tweeting.
Yeah, and so it's like I nominate at Sparks the Rescue for a Shorty Award in band because, and then fans give a reason why they think you should give this award. So like a lot of people, actually, I was on the page today when I was doing like question research, and people were like, oh yeah, I love them because they're like badass, or they're my favorite band, you should listen to them, or they kick butt, and like stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
So I definitely think that it like shows as well, like the Kickstarter, like how your fans have really become.
That's the thing. It's like we've been a band for a long time, and a lot of bands, like I feel, would have given up after like you get released from a label and things like that. But with us, it was just like we got to keep going. Like we're not gonna stop. We're gonna put out this next record and just keep going. This is what we love to do. We're musicians. And it's in our blood. So.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me a little bit. I really like Maine, so I think that like even though they're still on a label, they release independently, and they have almost more of a fan reaction to this independent album, and hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah, that's what we hope. I think it will. So we're confident. Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, we were very excited. Lots of driving ahead of us.
Yeah.
It was a long time to get out here because like we came from Maine to here, so it was just like straight driving. So I'm excited. The worst part of tour is always getting to the first show and leaving from the last show. Because they're all like, it's like 20-hour drives. You're just like, I don't want to be in the van anymore.
Did you guys do anything like fun in the van? Like I saw last night someone posted a picture of like cards or...
Yeah, me and Cribbage played
all day
a lot
long.
of cribbage. I think we played like 15 or 16 games just in the last
They have like a
days.
notebook that they're keeping track of all the wins of the cribbage game.
Yeah.
Is the winner gonna like win something? Or?
We've talked about it. We're not exactly sure what that's gonna be, but it should
Maybe
be
the losers to
interesting.
do something crazy.
It'll be something glorious, I'm sure.
We're thinking about it.
So I know you guys said Universal Studios would do Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's
That's
what.
the reason we're going to Universal.
I love
No,
Harry
well,
Potter.
I want to go to the Island of Adventure, so I'm hoping we get hopper passes and go to like, I don't know how that works. I don't know if we can go to, if we buy one, you have to just go to one park. Fortunately, we have fans that are hooking us up.
Ooh,
So.
that is nice. Yeah, I know you guys stay on people's floors a lot too. You know, that's really nice. Because I know it can get really expensive.
Yeah, it's super expensive, and at the point we're at, like, financially, it's just not smart for us to stay hotels. So, especially like gas being the way it is, we'll spend getting to any show. We can spend anywhere from $100 to $400 getting to a show just in gas. Because our van and trailer gets about 8 miles a gallon. So it's rough.
Yeah,
it's because we have a giant trailer on the back of our 15-passenger van. It's like traveling with a parachute.
Did you guys end up getting a new van at all, or?
We actually bought back our old one.
We bought back our old van.
Yeah.
We have the red van back.
We have the red van.
Like we finally got it back the day before tour, and I got it. And I was just like, this is great. It feels so good. I don't like, we trashed the shit out of that thing, so I don't know who else is gonna buy that.
No one's gonna buy it.
You go in that van, the vents are ripped off, there's stickers everywhere, the windows duct taped.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. It's kind of clean. Although, it's a little dirty sometimes. A lot of, I don't want to talk.
Yeah, we
should. There's just different stories, and there's some urination
we can
going on.
Here all night.
Talk about some gross things. Basically, I'm trying to figure out a way Dave and I are pretty good. Like, we don't have small bladders, but some people in the band have extremely small bladders. Mike and Toby. So it's like every 20 minutes, it's either pull over or please just pee in a bottle.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous thing. The road is bumpy. It is.
You know, honestly, like, I would not want to be in that van if that was happening.
No. I don't want to be in that van.
It's very sketchy.
It's like, don't pee on my stop. Like, move my pillow if you're anywhere near it.
Yeah.
Come on, back there.
Come on, that's my blanket. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Do you guys do, like, majority of the driving out kind of
Kind of split it up. No one wants Dave to drive.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Why? I'll tell you why. Because one time Dave said, hey, I don't want to drive because I feel like I have too many lives in my hands and that scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It does.
that's why no one wants you to drive.
What do you want to do?
I'm a terrible driver, so I don't think I could ever drive a van that way.
Yeah.
I like driving. I have a hard time sitting at night, so I don't really try to drive at night very often.
I do like driving the van though. I've done it before, but like last night I was gonna drive and Mike was like, I don't feel comfortable with you driving, so I'm gonna drive.
I was very proud. I got our van, like, there's a parking garage underneath.
Yeah,
And
it's hard to get in there.
with the van and trailer, I got it in there today, and I'm like cutting corners, like moving around cars, and I go gadget wheels. The van lifted up, and I'm like, it's crazy. No, so, we all do drive, and it's fun. You feel like you're behind the wheel of something big, like people have to get out of your way, you know.
You gotta respect the van, you know?
You gotta respect.
Coming in your lane, we're coming in your lane.
Yeah,
You're gonna have that.
Yeah, we're gonna win.
I've just had like fans like honking and realizing it was you.
There's been a few times that's happened.
Especially on Warped.
Yeah, Warped Tour that happened a lot. Because we had the red band, and like it had a Twitter, and if you're like a super Sparks fan, it's at the Sparks fan, at Sparks fan, at Sparks
You guys are
fan.
doing like a contest or something?
Yes, we're giving away a t-shirt right now. An old school t-shirt. It's like 6 years old. You weren't even born yet.
I know.
I'm just kidding. Dave's born. He was 12.
Anything else before we're gonna sign?
No, thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
Check us out. Sparks to Rescue. SparksRescue.com takes you to like our Tumblr. We're always posting content and things like that. So, come back for more.